Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the Tower tutorial, and today is a really big day. Today is the day we publish our Alpha APK, our first milestone. After what, 82 episode? Yeah, 82 episode. We finally publish our Alpha build. So, like I said, it's a really big day. What we do is we build our APK, we clean up the game a little bit. We don't really have a lot of cleaning up to do. We just remove the cheat button, basically. But we remove the cheat button, we build an APK, we send it to Google, and we just make sure that everything matches their requirements so we can actually do a publish. We also publish a game services, so right here they are, using some placeholder art. This is published. Now I go on the tower. This is also, well, this is right now being pending, but it's being published, so once they review it, they see everything is fine, they're gonna go ahead and just put it on the Play Store. And we also did something else. We also set up the alpha testing. If I can see where exactly this is, and I kind of suck at going through that. So yeah, we did set up the alpha testing. So when the alpha testing, when the publishing is completed, I'll have a link down here that I can send to, say, my friends so they can test out the game. And guys, that is what we do today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so today is a big day. This is where we get ready to just ship the alpha. Now the alpha is not something that is even close to finished product, but at least we're gonna have something to just put in Google Play. You know, that would be one of our APK, one of our good APK to put. So let's clean up the game a little bit before we send it to the Google Store, Play Store, whatever. I'm going to take these two scripts, put them back where they belong in the script folder, and we're starting to get quite a little bit of script. That's good. What we're going to do at this point is, before we actually build our APK, we're gonna go inside of the hub, and let's just make sure that this button here, this little cheat button, let's make sure we take it off. We don't really need that anymore. Okay, so I didn't destroy it, I only untoggled it, so I only disabled it. It's now destroyed, so I'll just turn it back on whenever I want to do some testing. Alright, let's go ahead and just file, build setting. We're on Android, make sure you're Android. Player settings, and then we're going to be just making sure everything is fine. So yep, that's our name. Default icon, we don't have that just yet. That's good. Auto rotation, no, I actually want to have this on portrait all the time. I don't know why this was not done before, but hey, it's done now. Next one, icon, same thing, we don't really have that just yet. Splash screen. Other settings, this is where it gets a little bit cool. So the version right now, we're on version 1, and I think that's what we uploaded last time. Let me just Google Play Console. Let me just go check really quickly on the Google Play Store. We have the tower, yeah, version 1, so that might have been a mistake on my part. We're not really on version 1, and we should be like on version 0.1 alpha. But it's a little bit too late to go back. Once you upload this to the Google Play Developer Console, you can't go back in numbers. So you can't say, okay, we upload the APK 1, and now we're going to go upload the 0.5 or something. So we're just gonna have to deal with that. We're on version 1.1. The bundle version code, I'm not sure if it's 1 on the website or it's 2. Let me go check. Code version, there should be somewhere. And it should be somewhere around here. So where is the code version? I can't seem to find it, so what we're gonna do is just, oh, version codes right here actually. Yeah, so we're gonna be on the second version this time. So that's cool. 1.1 second version. The script backend is, everything seems really cool here. The only thing we need to change at this point is inside of the publishing settings. We don't really need to change, but we need to input our information. So for the tower, I think I've used this key here, and this would be my password. Alright, let's go ahead and just build this. You're gonna find where you want to build. I'm just going to override the last bit that we had. And just wait a little bit. While it's building, I'll go ahead and just open up the Google Play Developer Console website. The one we have over here. And I'm going to click on my tower. Then we get to upload the new APK. So I think we go over here and upload the new APK to production. Don't touch these just yet. We're going to be touching them a little bit later on. But do a upload new APK, and then this should be, whoa, failed to build APK, this is bad. See the console. Okay, so my key store doesn't seem to be working anymore. That's kind of annoying. Let me just go fix that. Sorry about that. I had the wrong password in my key store settings. So that is now fixed, and my APK is now built. Here it is. That's the build.apk. I'm going to drag and drop this thing in the website, and we're now uploading a new APK to production. So I'll come back when this is done. And we're back. Doesn't seem to have any error thus far, and I hope we don't get any. That would be super great. Always get some kind of trouble when I do that. By the way, the trouble you could get into is something like you have not chosen, if you go in the publishing settings, you have not chosen the right alias here, you have not chosen the right password, or the version code is the same one as before, so we're in version code, we would be on version code 1 again. Or the version is the same, so you'd be still on the 1.0. So that's something you need to absolutely change when you create or upload your new APK to production. Alright. So they ask you a few questions like what's new in this expansion. We're just gonna say alpha build or something like that. And the current production APK will be deleted. Now I don't even know what we did. Like I don't even know what the game was back in May, but let's just overwrite that. It would be cool to keep track of how it looked back in May, but I'm not sure if we can actually do that. Oh well, let's go ahead and just go inside the alpha testing window, and now what we're gonna do is actually enable the alpha testing. I'll just do the setup open alpha testing, and the maximum amount of tester, let's just put that, say 100. The feedback channel is a URL where people can just give them, well, if you have a website and you can enter like comments about your game, you can put that here. I do have a website, but I don't have a section for that, so I'll just leave it open. And they're gonna give you a link that you can give out to people for those people to test out your application. But that's only going to happen when you publish your app. Now, right now we're not really published. We don't have anything that is published, so let's just save the draft. And it says, oh, tester limit must be at least 1,000. Alright, let's just put that to 1,000 then. Sounds good to me. And technically the alpha testing should be set up once we publish the game. And there's a lot of things before we can actually publish a game. So you enter a short description. That would be the tower game as shown on M3KEN YouTube's channel. That's me. Yep. And I can't type English, so that's why I'm using this nice Google extension. And let's keep going back. So full description, now they're asking you for something way too long, so I'm not going to write it just yet. I'll write it later on when it's important. So when we hit either the beta or the gold. Graphic assets, and now this is required. This is something that kind of pissed me off a little bit because I do not have graphics for this game just yet. But they ask you for graphic to be shown on the web page. And if I just give you some example, I do have some really ugly graphics for some other game that I publish. So say this one or this one. These are the image that actually go, well, first the icon and then the image you see in the center here. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and just do that really quickly in the store. That's not the right one. In the store listing of the tower game, we need to add screenshot. At least 2 screenshots are required. So let's go ahead and just play our game a little bit and maximize on play. And I'll be using my sweet little print screen application just to crop this out, put them on the desktop, and then I'll just give a oh wait, it started from the right scene, so let me just open up the preloader. But yeah, we're going to be giving out those screenshots to the Google Play, and they can see how it looks in the game and also in the game scene, or in the hub scene. Like I said, those are not the final graphics. Everything is really not final just yet. I'm just trying to go ahead and just add some stuff so we can publish. So that's my first screenshot right there. That is my second screenshot right there. I don't know if the name matter, but I just left the default name my application gave them. So that's for the phone, that's good. Now you need a high-res icon. That would be something that is 512 by 512. And I'm going to open up Photoshop really quickly, just to make sure I have the right resolution here. So 512 by 512, and not just drag and drop any image I have laying around. So let's go ahead and just put the logo. This one. Good times. Gonna save that as high-res icon. And I saved it in the wrong format, I believe. Yep. Okay, so technically it should not have overwrite it in the wrong format again. So where's my high-res icon? That's still a Pixar file. Okay. I'm trying to go super quickly right here, but as you can tell, it doesn't always work. And here we go. That's our PNG image. Now the feature graphic is it's something you really only see on mobile, I think, and it would be like the banner you get on top. I'm going to open up a emulator and show you. At the same time, I'm doing the banner graphic. So 1024 by 500, we can definitely do that. 1024 by 500. And again, I'll go back, try to find some. Just try to find some graphics that I can put in there. And let's not put the logo. Let's change a little bit, just be a little bit more entertaining. There we go. The banner. We save this. That is the banner. And I'm saving this all on desktop because I'm getting rid of it once we're done. So where's my banner at? And I think that's really all we need. So we need those two images and then those two promotion images. If I hit save draft and we have a look at this little item here, it's still not green, so I'm missing something. Oh, the thing down here, so I'm missing a lot of things. So application type, this would be a game. The category, this would be, let's go ahead and just type in action. Content rating would be for everyone. I believe would be for everyone. Let's just make sure. Yeah, we do not have, yeah, let's just go for everyone. I'm not going to input my website just yet. That's my email address. Please don't send me spam. Same thing for the phone. And privacy policy, we don't have that, so I'm not submitting one right here. And now this time, if I hit save draft, we should get that green little check mark. So that's one good thing done. And while we're at it, this is the banner graphic I was talking about. So this thing here is going to be at the top. That's only working on mobile though. If you go like on Google Play Store on your computer, you're not gonna see it. I don't think so. Well, at least now you know where this is. And the promo graphic would be the icon, of course. Okay, let's keep going. The content rating this time. We need to hit continue and then you give out a valid email address. So I'll just type in mine again. Please no spam. Confirm, that's cool. And then you get to select which category you are. So we're into a game, and do we have violence? No. Do we have fear? No. Sexuality, either. Gambling? Nope. Language, that's fine. Control substance, crude humor, and now misc. So no, you cannot interact with other user except via the leaderboard, I guess, but you're not really interacting with them. Does the game share user content physical location? Nope. Skim? Nope. We do not have in-app purchase just yet, so I'll just put that on no, but eventually it's gonna turn into a yes. So we don't have any Nazi symbol, that's good. Nope. And no terrorism either. So we have like a perfect game in terms of the rating, of course. So we're gonna save that, calculate the rating, and we get a pretty much a rating that is for everyone. Then we apply the rating, and that is done. Pricing and distribution. So this application is going to be free. That's for me at least. And it's going to be available in all the countries. Does it contain ads? Do we have ads? Yes, we do have ads. It's not really designed for family. Those sections are new. It's because Google just did something like for Google Family thingy. And I don't really see anything here that is really our concern, so I'm just going to leave that like it is. And what is that? Do not promote modification. No, well, we're gonna keep that. Content guideline. Yes, we meet the content guideline and the US export law. What else? Save draft, and I think we should actually be good to publish. So we don't have any in-app product. We don't really have any services and API. We do have the game services, but they are already working, I believe. Nope, they're not. They're ready to test. They're not ready to publish. So let me just see if I can actually publish this without getting any... Oh, you see? Game services aren't published. So before we go ahead and we just publish the game, we need to make sure that the game services for the tower is actually done. Now, I don't know how long this video has been going for. It has been going for around 15 minutes. There's multiple things we need to do in here. That includes adding icons for all the achievements, and like I said, I'm only going to be putting placeholder for now. So I guess we can quickly do that. You need to provide description of your game services, so let's go ahead and do that. That's our description right here. Nope, that's not our description. Game services for the tower game. That's the best description you could have. What else do we need in here? We need high-res graphic. Good time, we already do have that. That isn't that convenient. And then feature graphic is the same thing. And I think we're pretty much good for the game details. Let's save that. And yeah, we're not good. Achievement is next. We need to add an icon for every single one of those. Now the icon is 512 by 512. Isn't that convenient? We do have an image that does that. The almighty high-res icon. That's just wonderful. Okay, let's go back and just apply this icon for everything. Well, I mean, if you do have like different icons for your achievement, please go ahead and just apply that. But right now, like I said, all I have is this. And I didn't mention I was going to remake the whole art of this game as soon as this game is published, so while I'm actually gone, while I'm not making like a video every day for this, I'm gonna be making art. So guys, if you do have like your own art laying around, just put it there, and if it's not completed just yet, you'll have a little bit of time to do that before we just go back and work on adding content to the game, because right now we don't really have content. All we have is like the basic function to make it work. We need to add more abilities, more research, more cool stuff, more little feature that's going to make the game really more fun. But as of now, that's what we have, and it's almost published. As you can tell, now everything seems to be ready to publish. I'm just going to hit here and hit publish game. Your game is ready to be published. Let's do that. By publishing the tower, you enable services for the user. Please note that certain aspects of the game cannot be changed after publishing. Okay, so all fields that are marked with a padlock. So all fields are marked as a padlock. Okay, so the icons are not marked as a padlock. The names, description, they're not marked. The only thing that is marked is the incremental achievement and also the initial state. So we're pretty much good modifying those achievements later on. That works. Now this leaderboard, there's a few things we can't change, but those sound pretty much as fixed right now. We don't need to modify those in the future. That would be cool. I don't know what this is. And yeah, so everything seems to be pretty much super cool. We do have save games. That's something that won't change, and that's pretty good. And we're ready to publish. Let's do that. So let's publish a game. So right now, I don't know if I just publish a game or only the services, but we're gonna go inside of all application, and it says ready to publish. Okay, so we only publish the services. Now over here we should be able to publish the app, can't we? Where's my button to publish the app? Okay, so a little bug in their website. What I've did to get my publish button back is I've did a Control F5, which resets my cache, and it just reloads the whole page. So my button is now here. I'm going to click on it, and we're processing your update. It can take several hours before it's done. But yeah, it's pending. So that's super good news. And guys, I think that's going to be pretty much it for this tutorial. It's not done yet. Like I said, we're going to be working on the art and then we're going to come back and add some more content. But we're pretty much done with the alpha, and that took a lot of time. That took what, 82 episodes? In the beginning, I thought it was only take like 30 episodes, but turns out we made way more feature than I thought we would. And it's perfect like it is. I think I don't regret doing that. And we're gonna keep working on it. And that's what I'm off to do right now. I'm gonna go back and work on the art of the game, because right now this looks really pathetic. I don't want to like diss my art, but just the splash screen is awful. Everything is really not good looking. The texture are obviously placeholder, and even the menu just pisses me off a little bit. So I'm off. I'm gonna go work on that, and I hope you guys make your own art as well, because you don't want to have something that looks like this. And we're gonna come back as soon as I'm done with the art. Now I don't have any fixed date on that. I want to take my time and just do something cool, maybe some hand painting a little bit. And yeah. So thanks a lot for watching. And if you have a question about this thing, it should be on Google Play fairly soon. It usually takes like an hour or 2 hour max, and then they give you an actual link to that. And since we set up the alpha testing, once your app is published, you're gonna go in that section, and if you want to send your app to other people for testing out, there's gonna be a link right here that you're only going to copy, send them, and they're going to be able to sign up for testing. There's multiple way about testing. You can go from a open alpha testing, which is what we have here, to a closed alpha testing. This is basically just you give out email address, and those people are able to connect if their email address are in the database. So you just type in somewhere on the website. But right now we're using open alpha testing, and yeah. So like the video if you enjoyed this thus far, and also subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like these, of course. But the most important thing, if you want to follow this game and just know where we're going, go ahead and just go like the Facebook page. We're going to be posting update on well, the art status, and when we're going to come back to the game as soon as it's pretty much just more clean looking, more pretty. So you can follow me on Facebook, like I said, just to get some updates of when exactly we're going to start doing the Serie again. But at the moment, we're taking a little break. We're doing art, and we're just having a good time. I know I just repeated myself like 5 times there, but that's what I do. But guys, thanks for watching again, and I will be seeing you in the next tutorials.